Hi, it's Bill GIllane once again with Realty HQ. I'm here with my friend Nathan Osmond with Osmond Home Loans. Hey, I want you to walk me through the process, okay? I bring you a client, they don't know nothing about nothing. What's the first step? What happens? And give me that quick, because then we're going to move right on to the...
Absolutely. Well, there's a pre-approval process that we go through. So we ask them questions. What does your last 2 years of residential history look like? Where have you been living for the last 2 years? Where have you been working for the last 2 years? Because on average, we have to really kind of average the 2 years together. Unless you have what's called a salary, then I can actually get you pre-approved right then and there. We will need one pay stub before we go to closing, just to back up that statement of what you earn. But we look for gross monthly income. I also want to look at their credit score. Credit score is very, very important. If you got at least a 620 or higher, I bet I've got a program that can work for you. There's zero down. We find out what interest rate they're looking for. I try to find out what counties they want to live in. They're looking for a condo, a townhome, a single family residence, whatever they're looking for.
So you're going to ask a lot of the same questions that I'm going to ask.
Yes.
And so just real quick, I was on my mission for 2 years. Does that count as my residency?
Well, we'll find out where you lived. Sometimes you're maybe living with your parents and you're not paying any rent.
Okay.
So we could count that as well. They just kind of want to find out what your last 2 years of history looks like
just
from a residential.
Overall.
That's right. But then what we're also going to do is we want to verify your income, because you've heard of pre-qualification letters. That's worth about as much as the paper it's printed on. But a pre-approval letter is a lot different. What that is, that means we, your lender, have asked for the last 2 pay stubs, last 2 bank statements, the last 2 years of W-2s, unless you're self-employed, then we'll ask for the last 2 years of tax returns, a copy of your ID. We verified the person, what they make. And so when you walk in there with a pre-approval letter that Bill slaps on top of your offers, they're going to take that a lot more serious. Without that letter, it's a lot like sitting down at a poker table in Las Vegas with no chips. They're not going to let you play.
Okay.
So you want to get pre-approved first.
All right. So what are you looking for on my bank statements? What are you looking for on my income? What are you looking...
We're going to ask all sorts of questions. We want to find out if you've had a bankruptcy in the last 7 years, if you had a short sale or anything like that, if there's any judgments against you. All those things are verified through this pre-approval process. But then once you've done that, it takes you about 10 minutes of your time. And by the way, guess what? It costs you $0 to get pre-approved. They will want to check your credit, and that'll be a hard pull. But the cool part is it doesn't do much to your credit. So the point is, we need to know if we're going to lend you $500,000 or more, right? We want to make sure that you're good on your word. So that's what a pre-approval process will do for you.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate that insight, and I know I've worked with clients in the past, and some of them get a little offended that you're asking for all of this. Mm-hmm. But seriously, like you just said, you're asking for $500,000. So it's going to get a little personal. Yep. But once that's done, it's done.
Absolutely, and it's all private. We don't divulge any of this information. This is all just between you and your lender. So we love to make sure we ask the questions, and we can come in and meet in person in our offices. We can do it over Zoom. If you want to fill it out yourself, we got a secure portal they can upload all of their documents to. It's all protected, and that's the beautiful part about it. We're called Security Home Mortgage. The security is an important thing to us.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate that. Listen, get a hold of me. I'll put you in touch with Nathan. And then we get this whole process started for you and get you in your very own home. Thanks, Nathan.
You bet. Thank you, Bill.